Hey, what up? Lazy here as always. In this episode, we're back on Forza Horizon 5, as you can see. And in this episode, I wanted to drift a big four-door family car. So I chose this, the Mercedes-Amg E63S. And this has some interesting upgrades that I want to have a look at. So let's jump in and get this build started. Alright, so for this build, this car comes stock with a twin-turbo V8, and even though we have these other swaps, I'm just going to leave it where it is. However, it is all-wheel drive, so I'm going to convert it to rear-wheel drive. We drop a little bit of weight, and it's easier to slide. For the body though, this comes with the full Brabus kit, and I actually like that. So I'm going with the Brabus front bar, the Brabus wing, and the Brabus rear bar as well. That looks really good. I like that. As for the tyre compound, I'm going to leave that stock. For the tyre widths, I'm going to leave that stock in the front and in the rear. As for the sizes, I'm also going to leave it stock 20s all round. And for the rims, there are a set of Brabus rims that we can go with to match the body kit. So these ones right here, the monoblock 6s, sold. Alright, now I'm going to bring the track width all the way out in the front and in the rear. Jumping into the drivetrain, we've already converted it, so we've got an upgraded clutch. So I'm going to go with the race 6-speed transmission, the race drive shaft, and we're going to have to, of course, jump in the drift diff. Jumping into here, we're definitely going to go with a brake upgrade and drift suspension. I like that. I like that a lot. We'll max out the sway bars in the front and in the rear. Would you believe this is a stock color? And no cage. We'll chuck the weight reduction on now. So 3330. That's actually pretty heavy. So hopefully the twin turbo V8 can handle that. As for the rest of the engine, I'm just going to go through and completely max it out. In the end, we're going to be running somewhere around 930 horsepower and 890 foot-pounds. So it's a lot to ask for. So we'll just keep going through. We'll put everything on. We'll get our final numbers when we put the flywheel on as usual. Yep, so 933, 897 at 3350. Yeah, I might be able to make that work. Awesome, so there is the build done. The paint is also done. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that awesome stuff. It's much appreciated. Cheers. Now let's drop in a tune. Okay, so for the tune, I'm going to leave the tire pressures stock at where they are at 35 and 34. For the final drive, I'm going to bring this back to a 288. Yep, right there. As for the alignment, I'm going with my usual 3.5 negative in the front and 2.5 negative camber in the rear, with 0.2 toe out in the rear. All the rest of the suspension should be good. If you want to download this tune, share codes at the bottom of the screen. As for the brakes, I'm going for my usual 30, 140. That's a bit too much. Bring it back to right there. And the diff is already locked. We'll just take the 10% out, and there is the tune done. Now let's go give this thing a rip and see how it goes. awesome. So there we go, 1.1 mil. Straight off the bat, this does not feel like a 3,300 pound car. It feels so much lighter than that. It's very predictable and the transition's really nice and smooth. But I actually really enjoyed drifting this car. But that's it for the video for today. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Laters.